In the ever-twisting labyrinth of Stranger Things, where childhood innocence collides with interdimensional horrors, few decisions have sparked as much fervent discussion as the recasting and aging up of Holly Wheeler for the show's climactic fifth season. Cara Buono, the actress who has embodied the steadfast matriarch Karen Wheeler since the pilot, stepped forward to champion this narrative pivot, framing it not as a logistical shortcut but as a poetic full-circle moment that elevates the series' themes of growth, loss, and unbreakable family bonds. As Volume 1 of the final season unfolds, Buono's insights peel back the layers of this surprising cast shakeup, revealing how it honors the Duffer Brothers' original vision while thrusting a once-peripheral character into the heart of the apocalypse. To understand the stakes, one must rewind to the flickering fluorescence of Season 1, set in the balmy summer of 1983 in Hawkins, Indiana. Holly Wheeler, Karen's youngest, was a cherubic 4-year-old, her wide eyes and pigtails a symbol of the normalcy the kids, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and 11, fought to preserve amid telekinetic upheavals. Her brief but chilling encounter with the Demogorgon remains etched in fan lore. As Joyce Byers' Christmas lights frenzy in Morse code, the monster's claw breaches the Wheeler home's wall, inches from Holly's crib. Buono recalls that scene with a shiver of pride, noting how it seeded Holly's destiny from the outset. In Season 1, Holly is 4 years old and she's in Joyce's house. The Demogorgon reaches out and the lights go crazy as he starts to reach through the wall, she reminisced. So I love how that was set up from the beginning. It was a quiet harbinger, whispering that no corner of Hawkins was safe, not even the sanctity of a suburban nursery. Fast forward a decade of real-world time, and Stranger Things has ballooned from Netflix's sleeper hit to a cultural colossus, spawning merchandise empires, 11-inspired hair trends, and theories denser than the Upside Down's vines. The original young actors, Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhard, and the rest, have matured into young adults, their characters leaping from bikes to battles against Vecna. Holly, however, lingered in the background, a toddler frozen in narrative amber as Seasons 2 through 4 ravaged Hawkins with mind flayers and Soviet gates. Enter Nell Fisher, the fresh-faced newcomer stepping into Holly's sneakers for Season 5, now portrayed as a precocious 12-year-old. This leap isn't mere convenience to align with the ensemble's ages. It's a deliberate narrative engine, propelling Holly from bystander to battleground. Buono, with her trademark warmth and candor, gushed about the transition during a recent interview, her words bridging the gap between old and new. I watched all the kids grow up in the last 10 years. So we got some new kids on the set and I loved working with Nell, she enthused. Nell is incredibly talented and has an incredible work ethic. She's very smart and we just stepped right into it. Fisher, a 13-year-old prodigy whose prior credits include indie darlings like the Mrs. Smith, brings a spark of unjaded wonder to Holly, eyes that widen not just in fear but in fierce curiosity. Their on-screen mother-daughter dynamic crackles with authenticity, born from offset bonding over script readings and ice cream runs in Atlanta's sweltering studios. Buono's Karen, once a symbol of repressed 1980s domesticity, now evolves into a lioness, her PDA poise giving way to Molotov cocktails and monster lore. The aging up, Buono acknowledges, demands a suspension of disbelief from diehard fans accustomed to Stranger Things' meticulous continuity. I know that the audience has to suspend belief, in a sense, that suddenly Holly went from age 6 to 12, she explained. But that is part of the Stranger Things world. In a series where time warps via Russian clocks and psychic visions, this temporal sleight of hand fits like a glove. It mirrors the character's own accelerations, Eleven's powers surging from nosebleeds to world-ending rifts, while amplifying the horror of encroaching adulthood. Holly's leap catapults her into the fray. In Volume 1's pulse-pounding premiere, a Demogorgon variant, hulking, bioluminescent, with tendrils that pulse like corrupted veins, breaches the Wheeler home anew. This time it's no passive threat. Holly, armed with a flashlight and a stolen .22 from Ted's gun safe, confronts the beast head-on, her screams morphing into screams of defiance. This shakeup reverberates through the season's architecture, which the Duffers have teased as a homecoming laced with endgame devastation. Karen's arc, long sidelined in favor of the Byers-Hargrove drama, blooms into maternal ferocity. Buono's performance layers vulnerability with steel. Scenes of her barricading doors while whispering bedtime stories to a terrified Holly evoke the Babadook's grief-stricken rage, but infused with 80s synth nostalgia. The recasting allows for fresh dynamics. Holly's telepathic glimpses, hinted at since her infant brush with the Upside Down, now manifest as fragmented visions of alternate Hawkins, pulling her into Eleven's orbit. Fisher nails the tween angst, her quips about lame brother Mike, masking a budding clairvoyance that could unravel Vecna's final gambit. Critics and fans have lauded the boldness, with outlets praising how it democratizes the ensemble, giving voice to the forgotten Wheelers. Buono's defense underscores the human element, the cast's real-life evolution from awkward additions to Emmy buzz, the quiet farewells to child actors who've outgrown their roles. Stranger Things began as a love letter to E.T. and Goonies, celebrating friendship's triumph over the unknown. Season 5, airing in serialized volumes to build unbearable tension, closes that circle by reclaiming the family unit as the ultimate weapon. As Demogorgons swarm and gates yawn open, Holly's journey, from cribside victim to upside-down insurgent, embodies the show's ethos. Growth isn't linear, it's a battle won in the flicker of Christmas lights. Buono's words linger as a balm for purists, reminding us that in the Stranger Things multiverse, change is the only constant. With production wrapping amid whispers of spin-offs, this recast isn't an end but a bridge, ensuring Holly's light endures beyond the final credits. In Hawkins' shadow, where monsters wear familiar faces, it's the surprises, the new kids, the aged-up dreams, that keep the portal alive.